You know who was next? I finally got to see him wrestle. Have we ever seen? That was a running joke when we were watching Raw during that dark time that we watched it every week. Did we ever see Elias wrestle?
We just talked about this on one of the shows, and I couldn't remember if we actually had or hadn't.
He would always come out. He'd either be in the ring on a stool with the guitar, and he'd start a song, and somebody'd interrupt, and there'd be something happen. Or I think when he did get knocked off the roof one time, didn't he?
Him and Baron Corbin had a legendary feud, and I think he got knocked off something.
Yeah. Well, anyway,
was it that little overhang where Ron Gronkowski jumped off at WrestleMania?
Yes. Yeah. No, it was the. Yes, that's what it was. The crow's nest from the old NXT set or whatever. And I was going to say he might have not got knocked off, but he got kicked out of wrestling school. No, but anyway, it's Jeff Hardy versus Elias. Explain this to me, if you will, Lucy. Elias walks and talks to the ring. He's got the microphone as he's making his entrance. He's talking. He gets in the ring. He's got his guitar. He sings a song. He's a stone cold heel. The place sucks. The people are ugly. And, but when we were watching Raw, he's the one that got run over by a car. He got run over. That's to explain why he's been gone, because I guess he's really been injured. But he got run over by a car, and Jeff Hardy was falsely accused of being the driver. They arrested him, drug him out in handcuffs, the fake cops. I think we actually reviewed that and talked about how all the holes in the fucking presentation where you could tell it wasn't a real arrest.
Yeah.
But they've said on their own television, because Jeff was saying, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what you're talking about. And that the announcer said Jeff has been falsely accused. And didn't they were pointing the finger at Sheamus or Sheamus or Sheamus. Because the guy that did it, driving the car, had red hair and some kind of red doppelganger mustache or whatever. Now, the guy that got run over by the car is the heel, and he's mad and come back to get even with the baby face that they've already said on this program wasn't the guy that did it. Have I encapsulated the gist of this angle so far that we are being presented here?
I think so. I mean, I have no idea what the hell's going on with any of this.
That's what I'm asking. The guy that got run over comes back and is the heel. The guy that they've already said didn't do it is the guy he's mad at for doing it. Was he in the hospital and didn't watch the fucking show, Elias? That's why he doesn't know these things?
He's not the only one not watching the show.
Well, you got me there. You got a point there. There wasn't really anything wrong with this match. But between the last match that we just talked about, I really couldn't get back into it. And then at one point going home, Elias powerbombed Jeff almost on his head. One of those pop-up, jump down, turn around, pick a bale of cotton things where he was up on his shoulders and he spun him and drops him in a powerbomb, and he was almost head first. And then Elias ends up on the apron. Jeff goes to the top to swanton him. Elias rolls off. Jeff jumps back down, goes out, grabs his guitar and hits him over the head over the back with it, and gets disqualified. That was pretty much it, right?
I can't really add too much more to that.